Dream and Jschlatt are being cancelled. Immediately after views went down because I chose a bad title for a reaction video to cringe TikToks, this happens. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and unfortunately in this video, I'm going to be talking about Jschlatt and Dream being cancelled on Twitter. Now usually I say that people are trying to cancel people for no reason, but for this time, this guy actually cited a bunch of sources and made a whole twit longer on it. If you happen to not know who Dream or Jschlatt are, they're huge YouTubers on the platform, and Dream is most likely known for his Manhunt series, and Jschlatt's known for his edgy humor. There have been numerous videos on Jschlatt being cancelled because of the stuff he said, and honestly, some of the points are valid, but most of it's because people don't have a sense of humor. But I understand the people on the internet now have a self-entitled right to, not be triggered by anything, and if people say anything somewhat triggering, they deserve to be cancelled nowadays. But what shocked me, because I was not going to make a video if it was just Jschlatt, because this dude's been cancelled like 100 times, but Dream's actually being cancelled by these people on Twitter. Without further ado, let's get straight into these tweets that are slanderous claim that Jschlatt and Dream should be cancelled. First, I'm going to look over the Jschlatt bit, so make sure to stay all the way to the end to see why Dream's being cancelled. Sorry, last thing I have to say before we get into the video, a lot of what Jschlatt's being cancelled for is saying slurs, so if you're offended by slurs to an extent where you can't even hear them, please click off. Also, no, I'm not going to be saying slurs, I meant to say C, I'm sorry. Well, let's start from the top. Trigger warning, Schlatt, F-slur, NSFW, context, someone donated suck. I'm not gonna say that, I don't want my friends replaying that, that's sus as hell. Or something along those lines. So Schlatt joins VC with that guy, and here's what happens. He never says sorry for saying the F-slur, only saying, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that," then laughs it off as if it's some sort of joke. His reply to the video is him playing it off as if it's a funny haha joke.
That for how many people are watching right now? 330, Sky? Go fuck yourself. I'm sorry, I had to tell him off. I'm sorry. Oh, I shouldn't have said that word. Time out, I shouldn't have said that word. That was a word I should not have said.
He slipped up. You literally put on the screen realization in to, Jschlatt realizes that what he said was messed up. Are you kidding me? And what's he supposed to do? Get on his hands and knees and beg to the internet to not cancel him? I don't think that was what he was going to do back then, and honestly, I don't think that's what he's going to do now. Schlatt is one of the few people that continue to not give a shit. It's almost saddening to see how soft the internet gets over time, and I understand that saying that is very derogatory towards, certain groups of people. But Schlatt, what's he supposed to do? Just cry about it? Say, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," go live and beg for mercy, beg for his career? Absolutely not. I'm open to varying opinions in the comment section below, and I'm damn sure I'm gonna get them, but I'm sure most of people's stances on this has to do with how they were raised on the internet, really. And their perspective on how people can change, whether or not they can change, or whether or not people, naturally slip up. Because have you ever heard the saying, no one's perfect? Also, like Dream famously said,
people change like the tides in the ocean.
Trigger warning, Schlatt, N-word. Schlatt also said the N-word before. Right now, you can read that. I don't know if that's fake or not, but it is over messages, and some people find that acceptable. If you're not saying it in person, if you're not using it in a derogatory way, yet again, this is all preference. That's why people canceling him, there's a divine split, whether or not you support or don't support him. And I mean, I don't think it's funny or something you should be saying. Once again, I don't know if that's real or fake. Trigger warning, Schlatt, T-slur. You also said the T-slur. I didn't know that was a slur, I'm not even gonna lie to you, but for the sake of my career, I'm not saying that. Trigger warning, N-word, defended PewDiePie for saying the N-word. It's almost like PewDiePie messed up and Schlatt realized that. Everyone's expectation on the internet is way too accepting now. People are like, oh, if they don't accept my blank, or they don't respect my blank in the real world or on the internet, then what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna cancel them, I'm gonna tweet about them. No, that's not how real life works. The cold hard truth is, people don't give a crap about you on the internet, and no one really will. And to expect the real life world to be as similar as the internet, then you just be wrong. Also, me and a lot of others defended PewDiePie for saying the N-word because did you see his apology video? I bet you did it. I bet you closed your freaking blind eye to that because it has more than 1 million likes and I'm pretty sure less than 100,000 dislikes because his apology was damn good and respectable. The rest of these are fairly recent. Trigger warning, Schlatt, racism, made an Asian joke. Connor, if you squint, couldn't get the exact moment, but he actually pulls his eyes, puts his fingers. Is that not squinting? Okay. Trigger warning, racism, saw a black person and screen and proceeded to mock the BLM fist. That just comes down to your sense of humor. I'm not gonna make a comment on that once again for my career. 2 out of 2, and speaking on BLM, he hasn't said anything about it, which is extremely garbage seeing how big of a platform he has to speak on. I am not gonna say anything bad about the BLM movement, but for you to push your ideology and say you have to speak on the movement is simply scummy. It's almost like it's Jschlatt's platform. He can say and do whatever he wants on it, and all you can do do is complain about it, really. Regardless of how good the BLM protests are or bad you guys can consider the BLM protests, big people, big creators don't have to speak on it if they don't want to. It is quite a controversial topic, as I've mentioned. I'm not gonna go over any other ones except this one real quick. Trigger warning. Already, you know that. I'm not getting demonetized. This one was pretty recent as well. Thinking I'm becoming a rapist? A rapist? That's not a, that doesn't need trigger warning. That's simply a rapit. A follower of George Rapp, an early 19th century German preacher whose experiments in religion-based cooperative system involved in the founding of the economy of Pennsylvania and Harmony, Indiana. Come on now, you can't be canceling Jschlatt for, just being a devout follower to George Rapp. Like, come on guys, maybe my take's just wrong at this point, but I'm like really enforcing the idea that this comes down to a sense of humor. Jschlatt literally misspelled it on purpose so people like you wouldn't get all offended. He was joking. This is a joke. J-O-K-E, let me search that up real quick. Joke. A display of humor in which words are used within a specific and well-defined narrative structure to make people laugh, and is usually not meant to be taken seriously. It's almost like Jschlatt made these jokes thinking that people weren't gonna get all pressed about it. And if you're getting pressed about these jokes, then I have a simple, answer for you. Just stop watching Jschlatt. Stop looking at his stuff. Don't be all obsessed. Okay, that's my stance on the Jschlatt drama, and once again, I'm open to new opinions in the comment section below. I know my take's somewhat fiery on this video, and I always say I'm gonna get canceled. I feel like I'm gonna get canceled for this one because, I don't know, a lot of people don't like Jschlatt, but I personally find his humor to be edgy and something of my liking. And unlike Jschlatt's attempt of cancellation, this is a god-awful attempt at canceling Dream, and they even mentioned Ninja. These people are jokes. Oh lord, let's get into it. Also, I found it a little funny that this person said, where is it? I am no way trying to cancel him. I am simply trying to inform you and tell you why to not support him. That is literally trying to cancel him. You are trying to end this man's career by giving people a bunch of reasons not to support him, when these reasons aren't all too justified. And I'm gonna get into right to why I think these reasons for Dream getting canceled are stupid. Or, called out, or why not to support him, because I'm still gonna support him after seeing all this garbage. Why not to support Dream? A thread. Dream and Ninja have been grooming and I can't say that. Dream and Ninja have been dancing and making weird, cool comments, as well as making Tamian uncomfortable. Both are adults, while Tamian is a minor. I don't know if you don't watch the Dream SMP, but that was an obvious bit. For those that don't know what he's talking about, I'm gonna play that on screen right now, because what this guy's accusing is actually pretty serious, and the fact that he's saying that Dream and Ninja were making him uncomfortable, obviously they were, but it's almost like the entire Dream SMP is scripted at this point. Tamian was obviously in the bit, and if he wasn't, Dream would basically be canceled for this, except, he was, and Tamian knew that it was a joke, and Ninja knew it was a joke, and if they didn't find that comfortable, well, I don't know why they'd be doing that. It's almost like they have a huge audience. Dream isn't dumb. Dream knows what he's doing. Ninja has a huge audience too, and so does Tamian. If Tamian felt uncomfortable, he literally would have just DM'd them and they would have stopped. However, the bit continued because it was somewhat, quote-unquote, funny. I don't know if you guys know what funny means at this point. I don't know if you guys have a sense of humor anymore, but it was pretty funny to watch. It was cringy, and that's the whole reason it was funny.
He's hitting me with a steak. He's slapping me with his meat, Tommy. I don't know why, but it feels so good.
Ninja, let's have that talk. Hey, Ninja.
Tommy,
Hey,
woo!
yeah. You gotta remember,
Thank
big
you,
man.
Dream. Thank you.
Okay.
Dream has said the R slur and defended able-bodied people saying the R slur. You may say that he can say it since he is neurodivergent, ADHD. He still cannot say it because only autistic people can say the R slur. And yes, someone who is neurodivergent can be ableist. Okay. I'm not even gonna comment my opinion on the R slur because regardless of what I say, it's GG, well played for my career, and I've actually worked decently hard to get 2,000 subscribers, so you guys take this how you want with a grain of salt. Is Dream saying the R slur? Also, this is all alleged. There's nowhere, Dream saying the R slur, and if he did say the word R slur, then you know what, you guys can make your own opinion out of that. I'm not even gonna comment. I'm getting too controversial this video. Dream also used the word on screen right now, which has a pretty racist background, and used it towards Minecraft cheaters, which he shouldn't do that because he is also a Minecraft cheater. Regardless of if you think Dream cheated, which I don't know, I'm not gonna say my stance on that. I have a whole video on that. It doesn't even matter. Dream used the word in a specific way, which it was even justified. He doesn't like cheaters. He wants them to be on screen right now. Obviously, there's a racist background with that, and I don't think he should even be using the word that way. but it's almost like he apologized and people aren't perfect. Please be more accepting, as I thought your community was. Dream has apologized, but most apologies have been half-assed. The rest of the thread is where I got my information. Tweet is unavailable. Tweet is unavailable. If this isn't the worst attempt at a cancellation, I'm saying cancellation because that's exactly what this was. You were trying to basically tear down Dream by saying all these awful things Dream said, even though he apologized. You mentioned that he apologized at the very end and said it was half-assed when I thought the apologies were pretty good. With that all being said, please leave your opinion in the comment section below because I do read every single comment because my videos don't get more than 10,000 views, so I can read every single one and reply to every single one. Also, to all the people that are hating on Jschlatt and Dream and you think my opinion is somewhat weird, I notified most of the commentary community on this and I can't wait to see their videos on it soon. Finally, please consider leaving a like as it boosts my video into the algorithm, and I'd really love more people to be attached to this topic and understand, you know, people's perspectives and other people's perspectives on Twitter. Thank you all for watching, have a blessed day, don't stay too pressed, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.